Welcome to the Sunday night broadcast, and I do this every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Spanish time. And if you'd like to subscribe and join the live broadcast so that you can interact, please go to my website. There is a link below. And I also do a Wednesday night chat group, which is not recorded, and there's also links on my website to that as well. I also do one-to-one private sessions, and that's it for now. I won't mention about any live events because I'm waiting on some news before I decide what I'm going to do about it. It's a weird shadow. I think it looks kind of different today, don't know why. Looks like it might rain, which would be amazing because it hasn't rained since March. Jesus. Okay. Hi, Wave Sun. So the more I talk, the less I know. And the less I know, the less I know. And I don't know why it's like that. I really don't. It just seems to be that way. And in not knowing is not a thing that one gets. It's not, some people say to me, well, I want not knowing. How can you have not knowing? You can't, it's not a thing. So it appears that the longer I speak, the more stripped back everything becomes. And then it becomes like, it's like any story about, well, anything that's trying to be got, or anything that's learned, anything that's experienced, just becomes kind of irrelevant, really. I know that it can be relevant when there's that seeking after an experience or a state or knowledge. But really that seeking is just this, it's just here, looking for something. When really, we don't know that there is something. Does one really know that there is something that is going to be got? And if one thinks that, yes, I know that, I feel it to be true, well, how do you know? How does one know that? So there's nothing being talked about here as something, because something is always, for the seeking energy, more comfortable than nothing. Giving nothing is more comfortable because it gives something to hold on to, gives some sort of hope that at least there's something for me. There's something. I can go towards not knowing, at least that's something. I can go towards know me, that's something. Or I can just be with this, even that's something. But how can one be with this? One already is this, so how can one be with it? To be with it is just another layer, superfluous layer, because you can't be with it. You'd have to sit and practice every hour that you're awake to be able to be with it, because that's a mental leap, isn't it? It's looking for a state called being with this. There's no need to be with this. It's already here. It already is. And which part of it can we find as something which is concrete? Which part do we look for? Do we look for a concept that's been dreamt up in this, that's been said by somebody? Is that what we look for? Mental gymnastics, trying to configure the concept so it'll turn out to be something that I've finally got. When everything's already itself. Life just simply is. Or is life just simply isn't? Can't really say it isn't, because it is, isn't it? It is. Can't say what it is. As soon as we say it isn't, that becomes conceptual. Well, this isn't here. Well, isn't it here? Isn't it? It's, you know, it's here. It seems to be here. This seems to be happening. To say it isn't is like, well, you know, what can that mean? It doesn't mean anything, does it? Or that it's everything. Well, yeah, it is everything. But has everything become a concept? Is it nothing? Well, I wouldn't know about that. I don't know what nothing is. How would one know what nothing is? I have to say it's a relief not to want to know. Yeah, and it's a relief to not think that other people have something I don't. It's a relief to find that I'm not going to be feeling lesser than, or more than, or this kind of weighing up of them and me and them, that person and that person. Gone. Because it's just not true, is it? Is it true that there's somebody who knows something you don't? You know, when you really look at it, when you really, really look at it, is it true? And if your mind goes, yes, it is true, where's the evidence for it? Where's the evidence? I see, there's not two happenings. Yeah. How can there be two happenings? Where's the other happening? Where is it? Parallel universe, maybe? It's wonderful to ponder those things, but it's not going to bring any answers, of course. But at the same time, you know, it is good to look at the concepts that that are entrapments. It's good to name the game of seeking. What am I seeking for? Like earlier, you know, this question. I'm seeking for what they know. But do they know? What is it they know? And maybe 5 years ago, we used to listen to somebody who thought they knew. I'm like, nah, not that anymore. Now this. And then, you know, maybe later, no, not there anymore. Now this. Always looking for some kind of authority to tell us what's true, what's real. Well, nobody can tell you what's real. All there is what's happening. And nobody can tell you what this is. It just is. It just is, right? It's been fun tonight. Looking at all these random things. Inside and outside, and atoms and virtual particles. I find it all very exciting, actually. Because there are no rules, you see. There are no rules. Rules are all these seeking rules, especially, oh God, you know what? I don't look at non-duality posts anymore. I just can't look at them. I have to unfollow everything because it's so stuck. It's so trapped in a language, in a paradigm of what is and what isn't, and what's duality and what's non-duality. And it's so freaking boring and up its own backside. I just can't look at it anymore. You know, everybody, it's like someone writes something and then someone goes in there and judges it, says you're not right because there's no me to be, and someone comes in and argues with that, and then someone comes in, it's just like, oh my God. Oh my God, how can anyone know anything? Life is already everything. There's nothing to know about it. Not that I can find. I can't find anything. How could you be right? How could you be right? Oh, thanks. How can anyone be right?